Hello and welcome. So today we're going to talk about should you invest your time, money, effort, and everything else into Star Citizen in 2022. Last year I did one of these videos, or basically this video, and it is one of my most watched videos on Star Citizen on my channel, and it is an honest video and you can go and watch it if you want to, but I was thinking maybe I should do another one for this year because there has been some like changes. The development team is doing some things a bit differently, and I have more like experience with this game. So this is not a sponsored video. This is gonna be my honest opinion. I did not get money from anyone. If anything, I invested my money into the game, so yeah, so this is gonna be a completely honest opinion. If you wanna buy the game after watching this video, there's gonna be a referral code here on the screen somewhere and down in the info section of the video, and you can buy it using the referral code, which will give you some extra money when you get into the game, and it will give some things to me also. So yeah, that's like a way to support the channel if you want to. So yeah, let's just roll the intro and let's talk about it.
Hello, my name is Grumpy.
Now, you may have seen a bunch of visuals like this, or maybe some visuals like this. But do not get fooled by the visuals, because you cannot play the visuals, you cannot play the graphics. First off, you have to know that graphics or the visuals are amazing in this game. This game was built to like live for decades. From what I know, the developers of this game rendered everything in 8K, so it will be great looking even after like 10 years from now. So basically in this video I will not focus on the visuals, I will only focus on the gameplay and the gameplay mechanics and all of that, and if you should buy Star Citizen because of that. Because you already have a bunch of videos on YouTube that are promoting the visuals of this game. You can check out my channel and you can see a bunch of like montages, cinematic montages that I did over my own original music. And the graphics and the visuals in this game are stunning. And that is it. Like you cannot deny that. But should you buy this game because of its gameplay and the gameplay mechanics and all of that? The short answer would still be nah. Yes and no. It is complicated. First thing that you need to know is that this game currently has 3 game loops. One of which is gonna be bounty hunting, the second one is gonna be cargo hauling or trading, if you will, and the third one is gonna be mining. None of which are really that like refined. So with bounty hunting there are some slight differences. You can go for ship-to-ship combat, or you can go and kill an enemy in a bunker, like on foot, with a pistol basically, or a rifle, whatever. But don't get fooled by that, because all the bunkers in the game are basically the same. They're just spread out across the universe, or the one system that we currently have, and they are basically the same, the copy-pasted bunkers. So after a while it gets really stale and boring. Now, on the topic of bounty hunting, the only interesting thing about bounty hunting is that you can bounty hunt other players. So the players can basically choose if they want to be a lawful player or an unlawful player, or a pirate, or whatever you want to call them. And if you're a lawful player, you can go and hunt the bounty or the other player that is being unlawful and breaking some laws. And PvP bounty hunting is the only interesting thing, because you can go there and you can see that the guy is in a much bigger and better equipped ship than you are, so you must be really cautious, or he can be on foot, or he can be in a bunker, or he can be doing whatever. He can have backup, or he can be just better than you are in like flying and maneuvering and fighting. So that is like one of the sides of this game that is actually awesome, because you never know what to expect. Now, the other gameplay loop that you have in this game that is basically the most refined gameplay loop or gameplay mechanic in this game is gonna be mining. There are 2 or maybe 3 types of mining mechanics, and one of which is gonna be ship mining, and you will go to an asteroid and mine the asteroid, or you will find a big rock on a planet and you will mine that. Or you can go with a land vehicle and mine smaller rocks. The third one is basically the same as the second one, and that's gonna be hand minables, which you can like mine by hand, of course. And that could get you a lot of money, which you're gonna spend on either equipping yourself or your ship or buying a new ship. And yes, you can buy ships in the game. Everything or almost everything that is found on the pledge store that you can buy for real money is going to be available to buy in the game. So people that are calling this game a pay to win because you can buy a $1,000 ship and nobody else is gonna have it, that is simply not true, because you can buy all the ships in the game. It just requires a lot of grinding, and you know that, like, you already know that most of the games today just require a lot of grinding if you want to get anywhere. And this game is not an exception to that rule. The only problem is that you will need to spend a lot of time in the game to grind for certain things. And since we are still on the topic of mining, you can sell the mined ores to the refineries straight away and get some money, but you can double the money if you refine those ores and then hold them to another place where you can sell the refined ores, which will take more time, but you will double the money. So basically, the more time you spend in the game, the more you will earn. The last gameplay mechanic is gonna be trading or cargo hauling. It was broken for quite some time, but it is apparently working right now, but it is just like space trucking. You go from a point to a point, you buy stuff at one point and deliver or sell those goods at another point in the system, because we currently have only one system, and you will earn some money from doing that, which is cool, but it is a bit stale. But there is one catch, because there's gonna be pirates or players that are gonna try to pirate you and get your stuff from you. Or you can be that kind of a guy and be the pirate, but then you will have me and my org, link in the description, on your ass, because we're gonna hunt you down and we're just gonna be a nuisance. And that's basically me covering all the gameplay mechanics or the gameplay loops in the game right now. Obviously we're gonna get more at some point, but the thing is, if you're gonna get into this game, you will need to prepare yourself to get butthurt, because whatever the developers say that they're gonna deliver on, they either delay it or never fucking deliver it. So apparently we're gonna get salvage at some point, where like you can kill or destroy a ship or find a derelict ship and then salvage the parts from the ship and get more money from it. And but like they haven't announced that in 2012, but we still didn't get it. But this time it is on the roadmap, so we should be getting that in the game in a couple of months. Hopefully. Maybe. You never know. But that is one of the things that I wanted to talk about in this video. So this game is getting updates quarterly. You get an update every 3 months, and each update can bring you something. Most of the times it brings like a bunch of ships, but sometimes it brings some new cool gameplay mechanics or gameplay loops. And hopefully salvage will be done in like the next 3 months, but we'll see. We will see, we never know, because the developers or CAG, Cloud Imperium Games, is prone to delays, and they are known to not deliver on their promises. Well, at least not deliver when they promised, but like a couple of patches after that. But that only means that we're not gonna get broken game mechanics, right? Well, no. This game is still an alpha. You already heard about that probably, and it is performing as an alpha. It is riddled with bugs, but most of the bugs have a workaround. So if you have a bug that is killing you or whatever, you can ask around in the global chat and just ask the community about the bug, and they will give you a workaround if there is one. But at some point, like, the year has started nicely. CAG, or the developers, have been working on the bugs and fleshing out bugs from the game, and at some point we should be having a much better experience. Now, if you are okay with having a lot of bugs in the game, and if you are okay with having a game that is not finished, that is like 20% finished maybe, and that will take years to be finished, then this is a game for you. But bear in mind, since we're getting quarterly updates, we are prone to getting wipes over and over, because developers need to see if the economy works after they added a thing or two to the game. So after they add a salvage, or after they add a new system to the game, they will need to do a wipe, and that is going to happen this year. Or maybe early next year, because as I said already, CAG, or the developers, are known to delay everything that they promised that they're gonna do at some point. So, just so you know, when the wipe comes, you will not lose anything that you bought with real money, but you will lose everything that you got in the game because they need to test out the economy. Now, if you are okay with all of that, there is one more thing that we need to talk about, and that is the system requirements of the game, which are not really that great. So, first off, the thing that you need is an SSD, or even better, an M.2. If you don't have those, don't even think about buying the game, because the game is so big and it needs to load a lot of things in an instant, because you have planets, you have moons, you have big ass stations, and all of the things inside those stations. So if you don't have that, don't even consider buying the game. The second thing that you need is at least 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. If you don't have that, some of the things may not load properly, and you will have a lot of delays, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass. So at least 32 gigs of RAM. The more the merrier, right? Like if you have 64, it's gonna run better. But the thing is, that is where all the logic stops. And this is why. I have a 3080, I have 64 gigs of RAM, I have an M.2, I have a Ryzen 9 5900. I'm a musician, so I don't really know all the technical things. And my game is running at like 15 to maybe 30 FPS. Sometimes it even drops, like yesterday, it dropped to like 7 to 9 FPS for some reason. And there is a bunch of reasons for that, but I'm not gonna go into those right now, because this is not a video about that. But the thing is, why I say that there is, like, the logic stops there is because I know people that have a 1080 and that have a Ryzen 5 or a Ryzen 3, and they have better performance than I do. Why? I have no fucking clue. At some point this year, we will get Gen 12 renderer support, or DirectX 12 support, and it should be running smoother for most of us, and I guess I will get more frames, even though I'm gonna get a new PC in a month maybe, and I'll get better performance. At least I should, maybe. You never know. So basically, you gotta test it out. Because fuck logic if a guy with a 1080 can get like 60 frames per second and me with a 3080 can get like up to fucking 30. I'm getting a bit pissed off, but yeah, that is how it simply works. But in the end, if you're still thinking about buying this game, you should know one thing, and that one thing is that this game will ruin all the other games for you. Literally, after playing Star Citizen for a while, you will not be able to go back to like Battlefield or Call of Duty or any other game. And you will get hooked, and that is simply how it works with this game. So if you are considering buying this game still, let me show you which ship you should get, because currently you only have 2 starter packages. One of which is gonna be the Mustang Alpha, and the other one is gonna be the Aurora MR. They are pretty good, and they are pretty okay, they're pretty decent, and both of them serve a purpose. This one is more of a fighter, this one is more of a fighter slash hauler. But with this one you get a bed and you can log out from the game in the bed, and what that does, it basically spawns you every time when you get back into the game. It spawns you in the same bed, in the same locations where you were before when you logged out. Now if you want to buy the Aurora, which I strongly suggest you do, you will be opted to get a Squadron 42 package, and this is basically a single-player game of Star Citizen, but it is still in the making, and we have no idea when is it gonna actually come. And to be honest, I wouldn't even buy this until we actually get the game and we see if it works and how it works and if we like it. So you don't really need to spend money on this. Secondly, you can get the starter pack for $45, and that would give you starter money 1000 USC or Alpha UAC. Also, if you type in my referral code, as I said already, you will get more money out of this. I think it's going to be like 15k or something like that. You will get 3 months insurance with the Aurora or the Mustang. It doesn't really matter. The insurance is not working right now. It will work at some point when this game gets released, but since we are nowhere close to that, why would you even think about this? And in the end, you will get the Star Citizen digital download. So basically, the Star Citizen digital download is basically buying the game. So with this thing you have the game, but you can upgrade. If you want to spend more money, you can basically upgrade to any other ship in the game once it is available in the store. But try not to, if you're melting the ship, try not to melt the digital download, because you will lose the access to the game. So basically the price of the game is like $15, and the rest is in the ship. Like I think the ship is like $30, and then $15 for the game, which is not that much. Like it's basically whatever you pay for any other game. So anyway, if you're still considering buying the game, yeah, just hit me up in the comments, use the referral codes, and yeah, tell me what is your experience. And you should probably think about subscribing to this channel, because this was an honest video, and every video I do on this channel, except my original music and all that, is gonna be an honest video and an honest perspective on what's happening right now. And there is a lot of rant videos, so if you like that, I mean, they just ask for that. Like when they piss me off, I rant, and that's how it works. So yeah, thank you for watching, and thank you to my patrons that are supporting the channel. You guys are awesome. I love you guys, and if you want to become one, you can do it by clicking down in the link in the info section of the video. So yeah, as I said, that is it for today. Like, favorite, subscribe, share, MySpace, whatever. So, yeah, also one more thing. Do not forget to bring a towel when you're traveling through space. And, yeah, love you. Bye. Mwah.